But of course, in those days too, as we used to call them, days, we didn't have any entertainment of any description. No, we made our own entertainment of any description. No, we made our own entertainment in those days by watching the television. Watching the television. That's the way that we put it. And we would all gather around the television, the whole family, the whole 17 of us, it would have been, on a good night. The whole family in a big circle. Half of us looking at the back of it, for God's sake. And it was a pastime. Now, it made the night shorter, it would have been. It was good enough for us. And you would spend 2 hours, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, 24 hours watching the television. And at the finish up, my grandmother, she would be sure to say, "Turn it on." "Turn it on," says she. We knew rightly what she meant. "Turn it on," says she, "and we'll watch it," says she, "in that order. And we'll enjoy it," says she, "whether we like it or not." And on the television would go. Now, was there programs on that television? Yes, was the short, pithy answer to that particular stupid question. Oh God, programs! Programs! Programs wasn't the word. Can't remember what the word was now. But I'm damn sure it wasn't programs, no. Oh, films, stories, advertisements, news, more news, closed down. The best of the bunch of them, in my opinion, was the advertisements. Oh God, they were good now. And they would be repeats. Oh God, 6 times in the same evening, sometimes. Somebody would say, "That was on before." 20 minutes ago on the other side, on the back of the television. But there was no point in complaining. Many a time we rang up and complained. There was no point in ringing, having no phone. You might as well be talking to the wall. In fact, you were talking to the wall. But, oh God, the advertisements, the best of the whole bunch of them, was one, the name of the woman, and the washing powder. Oh God, she was an advertisement, unfortunately. And that concerned a woman, funny enough, who used to wash the clothes. And she had been using the same powder 40 years or more. Oh, happy enough. Happy enough in her own way. Until, begod, one day, what came on the scene? Only a new powder. There was no other word for it. Revolutionary. Biological. Biodegradable. Environmentally friendly. Blue grains, white grains, all rammed into the same packet together. Says she to herself, "I don't think," says she, "for a minute, that this new powder will be any better," says she, "than my old powder. Oh no. But," says she, just to be awkward, just to waste £250,000 on an April Fool of an advertising campaign, says she, I'll give it a try. So, to cut a long story, what we used to call in those days, for want of a better word, I suppose, as much as anything else, when it boils down to it, at the finish up, at the head of the hunt, not to be too fine a point on it. Short. She went out to the supermarket, bought the new powder, brought it home, put it in the machine, gave it the full wax, the full cycle. 40 degrees or some damn number between 1 and 3,000. Took out the clothes. By God, they were spotless. She could not believe her eyes. If there was one thing she couldn't believe, it was her eyes. Any other part of her anatomy, she would have given it the benefit of the doubt. If it had been her elbow, she would have swallowed it. But she drew the line at her eyes with a big, thick, red marker. And coloured in one of her ears as well, and started on her arse. Oh, it was an advertisement and a half now. And then she drilled a hole. I never forgot it. A hole at the top of her nose. The right eye looked at the left eye and said, "Pull the other one." Now, at that particular moment, who came walking up the road? Only the man in the white coat. He was an expert. You nearly know to look at him. The way he was running. Aye. The expert in the white coat, he came jogging up the road. He had two. Let me get this right now. It's a good one if you get it right. 2 packets of the old powder. Oh, you couldn't be up to him. He tried to pull a fast one. Aye. Straight in the door of this woman's house. Crashed through the front door, head down, didn't bother opening the door. Head butted 50 miles an hour, blood all over the head. Blood on the white coat, sweat, blackcurrant juice, sweat, stains, shit. Straight into the kitchen. Will you swap? Didn't bother saying hello. No such thing as, sorry about the door, missus. I've got another one now at home in the garage that might fit. It's 6 inches too narrow and it's the wrong colour, but to hell with it, any port in a storm. Nothing remotely like that stream of nonsense, no. Will you swap? He was on drugs as well, of course. And the woman took one look at him with the shite hanging off him. Blood all over the place, sweat everywhere, shit all over the floor. No! No, says she. No. No, I will not swap, says she. And you'll wipe that shite off the floor, says she. But that's another advertisement, says she. Oh, she was level-headed now. She swiped the top of her head with a bread knife. More blood, for God's sake. It was getting messy right now. And she would keep the knife well up his throat. Oh, God, he would frighten a woman alone in a kitchen. I will not swap, says he, old drug-head, expert, shite-head. And I'll tell you why, blackcurrant arse, says she. Focus your eyes, says she, for God's sake. Come down to those drugs and get that shite out of your other eye. And take a look, says she, at little Jimmy's t-shirt. That t-shirt, says she, keeping the knife well up his throat now. You couldn't thrust him for a minute. That t-shirt, says she, had a damn bad old egg stain on it. And now, honest to God, between myself and yourselves, and what you might call the wall, there was a damn bad stain on that particular garment, and it had been there, 20 years or more. And she had scrubbed that egg for about 15 years. And at the finish up, she said, "To hell with it, wear the damn t-shirt, or go naked," says she, to little Jimmy, the husband. Because this new powder had shifted that egg. Nobody knew where it was. Nobody cared. It was down the back of the machine somewhere, clogging up the fan belt, suds all over the floor, up to the expert's arse. "Hang on," said the expert. Suds tickling the balls off him. "I'm giving you 2, says he. 2 for 1. "Is that not more," says he, "or am I going mad altogether?" "I don't give a damn," says she. "I have got a wife," says she. "Cleaner, cleaner," poking him in the eyes for emphasis. And to remind him of the number 2. "Cleaner than I ever thought possible." Bluey white, bluey white. Some bastard put dye in the washing machine. And from that day on, nothing else would do her. Only the new, revolutionary, biological, biodegradable, environmentally friendly, how's it going environment, soft day for a hole in the ozone layer, washing powder.